So what's the story, Sith? Seems like you know all about me, and I don't know nothing about you. You always a sicko, or did you just kind of fall into it like I did?
Power is wasted if you don't use it. And I'm not squeamish.
We're gonna have a lot of fun together, huh? I was an accountant on Moneyland when I decided I wanted a little more adventure. So I put a blaster to the head of the intergalactic banking clan and walked off with a few million credits. Been robbing and murdering ever since.
How much of that story is true?
Does it really matter? In 3 years, the Sky Princess took more cargo and harassed more Republic ships than half the Imperial fleet. I'm a liar and a thief and a murderer, but I'm good. You know, you got a pretty nice ship. It's no Sky Princess, but hey, what is? I had a ship like it once. No armor to speak of, but you don't need defense when you can maneuver like that.
You're cute when you reminisce.
Well, don't expect me to get all nostalgic. That ship's space junk now. But it was a thrill while it lasted. Nothing like playing chicken with a ship twice your size and then firing up his tail when he blinks. Sky Princess was great, but she couldn't do that.
Would you like to fly the ship?
How do you Sith say it? My lord, it would be an honor. You just tell me where you want to go. Hey, you got time to chat?
I didn't think you were the chatting kind.
Haven't been aboard too long. Like to know who I'm working with. Nothing touchy-feely, just enough to know you got my back.
Good. Because if you got all sensitive on me, I might not like you as much.
Last time I cried, I was 6 years old. The old man shot me in the foot to shut me up. Besides, I've got a reputation to protect.
You're a dangerous man. Lucky for you, I like dangerous men.
Alright, but let's get one thing straight. I'm a pirate, you're a Sith. I'm happy as any guy to give a girl what she wants, but I'm not your slave, right? I'm free to go anytime.
I'm afraid Sith don't do equality. You do as I say, or this ends now.
Well, that's it then. Thanks for being straight with me. Just one more thing. You ever butt heads with the Republic, let me have a shot. I got a score to settle, and it'll be a long time before I call it even. You hear that, Sith? Nothing like it in the galaxy. The hum of an idling blaster. Potential energy right there. It's like waking up on your birthday wondering what you got. For a few minutes, it's anything. The whole galaxy, just waiting for you to pull the trigger.
What do you call it?
Nah, don't name my blasters. It's a bad idea to get attached. Actually, I was wondering. These blasters are nice, but a pirate's only as good as his equipment. We don't got fancy force powers like you Sith.
I think I have a spare set here, if that's what you're asking for.
I'll pay it back, Sith. Don't worry. Thanks. Hey, I got a surprise for you. Won it a few years ago in a fight against an Animid pirate. Called himself the Fear. Kinda crazy, but great pilot and a great fighter. Blade's just ornamental, but he sure liked to wave it around. Worth a lot of credits from what I hear.
And now you're giving it to me? I'm honored.
A beautiful weapon for a beautiful lady. I know you got a lightsaber, but I figured you need something to pretty up the walls around here.
I'm sorry I didn't get anything for you.
I don't need anything. Just like looking at you.
You're pretty easy on the eyes yourself.
Hey, I wouldn't go with me, but I won't talk you out of it. You know, I think I heard the ship's engine making a strange noise earlier. Mind if I check it out sometime?
Do you think it's a serious problem?
Won't know until I look. Probably just space dust. We gotta be sure. I'm no expert, but a buddy of mine back before the war taught me most of what I know. Carl Norn, best technician I knew. Worst card player. Could never see when the deck was stacked against him. And it always was.
So what happened to him?
Beats me. I'm sure he's alright, though. Always managed to stay a few light years ahead of his creditors. Made me first mate after the war, on a ship called the Bloodshot Ranker. I learned a lot before he gambled the ship away. But you're sick of hearing me jabber, huh? Engine's fixed. Looks like we took on some rock on one of our last jumps. Nothing big. Reminds me of the time I took the Sky Princess through an asteroid field. Ship mechanics were furious. Clean rock out of our engines for weeks. Had to replace one of the rears, it was so badly damaged.
You're lucky you made it out alive.
Mechanics couldn't take me. Or did you mean that asteroid field? Oh, that was nothing. When you got a fleet of Republic ships on your tail, you take whatever cover you can find. Rocks don't have cannons. Besides, what's life without a little risk, huh? That's why I became a pirate. The risk, the reward, the freedom.
That's the same reason I became Sith. Though my freedom was perhaps more literal.
Freedom's all in the mind, but it does help to have a good blaster. You busy?
Why? Did you have something in mind?
I like you, you like me. What say we find a quiet spot on the ship? Get to know each other better.
Let's find someplace quiet then. And dark.
I like how you think. Have I ever told you how beautiful you are?
You might have mentioned it.
Well, I'm just gonna keep saying it.
Do you require anything, Master? A hot meal, perhaps? Conversation?
Hey, remember I was telling you about Carl Norn, great tech, bad card player? Got me into the pirate racket? Just got a call from him. He's in deep. The Hutt cartel on Nar Shaddah's got his number. He deserves what he gets, but he's done good by me. I promised I'd meet him on Nar Shaddaa and help him out.
I'd be happy to lend a hand if you need it.
I appreciate it, but it's nothing I need to drag you into. I'll try not to be long, huh?
So what happened with your friend Carl? Were you able to help him?
Yeah, thanks for asking. Carl's same as ever. Never got a hand he didn't want to play. His debts weren't anything a few well-placed blaster shots couldn't settle.
I wish I could have helped.
You're a pal, but it would have been a waste of your time. Thanks for letting me bail him out. So, what's proper manners for asking a Sith Lord out for a drink?
You might try. You want to get a drink?
All right. You want to get a drink?
You know a good spot? And don't say Mos Ela. That stuff is swill.
I think I know a place. Can I ask you something? If you could live anywhere, do anything, what would you do?
I always thought the pirate life sounded interesting.
Not as interesting as this. Sure, it's fun when you're pulling in a big freighter, but most of the time you're just hiding, waiting. Used to think all I wanted to do was fly and fly and fly. Didn't matter where. But I like working with you. Ship's nice. The company's not bad either.
You're okay too.
Aw, thanks. I gotta come clean with you, Sith. I wasn't always the scoundrel you met on Tatooine. I used to run in the Republic military. Made captain before I wised up and deserted. Call it misspent youth.
Sounds like a story I should hear.
There's not much to tell, which is why I didn't bring it up before. Carl sent me a message. I guess bailing him out got the Republic military's attention. Seems they've added treason to the charges of desertion and piracy. Guess they're not big on former officers traveling with a Sith. Anyway, if things get hot, I might need to hop off the radar for a while.
I don't need my best pilot getting thrown in a Republic jail.
Thanks. Good to know you got my back. Hey, I gotta run.
Is the Republic onto you?
Don't got time for questions. Someone from my Republic days has popped up. Someone I thought was dead. If I don't jump on this tip now, he might disappear again. I'll fill you in later. Alright, I said I'd give you an explanation when I got back. Here it is. We were chasing down a free trader on a tip in neutral space when an Imperial fleet jumped on our position. Blasted us to pieces. Guy who gave us the tip, an SIS agent, that's spy to the Empire, named Harmon Reich.
Why would a Republic agent tip off an Imperial fleet?
I hear lots of Republic boys are playing both sides. It's not just the Sith who have powers of persuasion. Could have just been bad intel, except Reich disappeared the same day. One of my old underworld contacts traced one of his safe houses, but Reich slipped away before I could get to him. I can understand not wanting to fight somebody else's war. I skipped out myself, but Reich owes me an explanation.
I can see why you would feel betrayed.
Look, I don't want to talk about it anymore. Hey, Sith, we make a pretty good team. I was thinking I might take off after I found Reich, but the old job just doesn't sound quite as appealing.
You've got all the freedom you need right here.
Maybe sometime I'll take you out into open space, show you the thrill of lying in wait for a big freighter and a big payoff. I may be out of the game, but my skills are sharper than ever. Hey, I got an idea. You ever fly to the middle of nothing, cut the engines, and just drift?
I don't see why not.
You won't regret it, I promise. You ever find it funny how no matter where you are in the galaxy, it always looks like you're at the center of things?
I think it's beautiful.
It's freedom. It's endless possibilities, you know. Any direction you go. I guess it's that normally I start feeling strangled right now. You know, in a relationship. Like I gotta run away. This morning, I woke up and thought, I'm out of here. And then I realized I didn't want to go.
I'm glad to hear that.
It's stupid, I know. I've got him. Reich, the SIS agent who betrayed me. He's a dead man. My old girl Casey intercepted an encrypted message. He's moving on Trandosha, of all places, as we speak. I've got to fly or I'll lose him.
It's not as if I can stop you.
This is the last bit of business tying me to my Republic days. This is the last time I'll run, I promise. Reich's dead. Was dead before I got to him. Lucky jerk. Turns out I wasn't the only enemy he made selling secrets. Imperial intelligence sniper got him. Guess he was playing both sides.
It sounds like he had it coming.
I only wish I could have gotten explanation. But I guess he was just rotten all around. I'm done running off. You and Casey are the only friends I got. And, well, you're the only one with a ship.
You're not so bad yourself.
I just point and shoot. But I'm happy to be along if you'll have me. So, are we getting married or what?
I didn't think you were the type to get tied down.
Neither are you. Makes us perfect for each other.
Hurry up and marry me before I change my mind.
Deal. I know you don't want me turning sentimental, but I gotta say it. You are beautiful.
You're not so bad yourself.
Okay, now don't start getting emotional or nothing. Hey, can we talk? Look, don't tell anyone I said it, but you're alright. I wasn't sure this thing between us was gonna work out.
Come on. We're two beautiful, volatile people. What's to doubt?
Yeah, we haven't killed each other yet, huh? I don't know if we'll have kids or anything like that, but if we do, or you have apprentices or whatever, I want to be there to look after them.
I'd be honored.
I'm just saying, you're not getting rid of me easy.
Good to see you, Master. I applied a fresh coat of paint to your quarters. Same color, of course, only fresher.
No, this isn't right. What am I doing? I'm not dark side. I'm not Sith.
You seemed pretty dark side when you sought forbidden knowledge.
To gain the knowledge necessary to understand and defeat my enemies. As a Jedi, I've sworn to end this war, even if I have to kill every Sith in the galaxy. There can never be peace in the galaxy as long as the Sith exist. The Sith thrive on endless war.
So, let's say you kill all the Sith. The really important ones, at least. What then? You can't kill them all, and the survivors will bicker amongst themselves. Someone will fill the power vacuum, maybe someone powerful enough to unite the Sith. You might prefer the evil you know.
So what do you propose? How will you change the Empire?
By any means necessary.
I see. I'll follow you, for now. But in training they warned us that entangling with monsters, we risk becoming monsters ourselves. I will not go against the Jedi teachings or my conscience. But I'll do what I can. I'm realizing there's a lot I don't understand about the Empire.
I don't expect a Jedi to understand. But the Empire is strength and freedom.
They certainly talk a lot about strength, but freedom? From what I've seen, that belongs to a select few. Slavery is everywhere. And even among the so-called free, only the Sith act with any sort of independence. How can you support an empire that actively enslaves and spits on your people?
People like us need to work harder to overcome our natural disadvantages.
What? You actually believe that you're inferior to humans? The original Sith weren't human. Their whole attitude toward aliens is built on a lie, so they can control you. You shouldn't have to compromise who you are. You don't have to stay, you know. You could go to the Republic.
Jedi have too many rules. The Sith may hate me, but at least I can do what I want.
Might be more freeing than you think. Sure, there are rules, but it beats looking over your shoulder every 5 seconds. What was your master like? You had a master, right?
My master tried to kill me.
That's just insane. Why would Sith try to destroy the future of their own order?
My master was not the sentimental type.
I won't ever get used to the fear and suspicion among Sith. You claim to follow your passions, but what about friendship? The Jedi seek spiritual peace, and they watch out for each other. Master Ryan and Ashara were more like parents to me than my own parents.
You must have had terrible parents.
Anyway, I'm sorry to bother you. I'm sure you have plenty to do. My lord, I'm sorry I was so harsh about the Empire earlier. There's just a lot I'm still trying to process.
Let me know if I can do anything to make the adjustment easier.
I know Jedi are supposed to be patient, but it's never been my strength. How would you feel if suddenly you had a Jedi Master and were serving the Republic?
Sick to my stomach.
Don't be flippant. I promise I won't let my misgivings interfere with our work. I changed my mind. I have nothing to say to you.
I thought Jedi didn't get angry.
How could I not be angry? Didn't you hear what happened? Just released on the HoloNet. Sith in the Corellian system killed a group of free traders for failing to give them free passage to the Outer Rim. They murdered them.
Then they should have known better than to resist a Sith.
Passage to the Outer Rim is expensive. How are they supposed to make a living or feed their families?
This rant is not very Jedi-like.
At least one of us has compassion for these people. Where are your emotions, Sith? Or is it all fear and hatred for you? No love or sympathy? If there's going to be any kind of peace agreement, the Empire has to stop this.
It sounds like you want to make Jedi out of Sith.
Free will is the ultimate good, Even if it results in the deaths of innocents? Well, what about their free will? Their desires? I guess they should have been Sith. Forget it. I should have expected you'd take the Sith side. I know Andronikos is rather attached to the ship, but I was wondering if I could fly it now and then. Master Ryan said I showed exceptional aptitude at flying in simulation training, but I've never been able to pilot the real thing.
Is there anything the Jedi don't teach their Padawans?
Not much. The Jedi Order believes in a thorough education in both theoretical and practical matters. We join the Order as young children, sometimes babies. The Jedi Order raises us. My lord, I've been studying the Sith code lately, and I'm wondering what you think of the line, "Peace is a lie." There doesn't seem to be a lot of room for interpretation, but I know you are an ardent proponent of peace.
You should know by now that I do not allow the Sith to dictate how I live my life.
Yes, I guess so. It still strikes me as strange how you can be Sith and value Sith teaching so little. The Jedi Code is the core of our philosophy. We learn it by heart, and it's the foundation of everything we do. But I guess it's different for the Sith. The Sith Code is more a description than a guide.
A Sith is the ultimate individual. There are as many different Sith philosophies as there are Sith.
What about the Emperor? And the Dark Council? I thought they governed the Sith.
They have their own aims. That's as far as their rule extends.
It can't go on like that, you know. How can there be peace with the Sith Empire when every Sith does their own thing? This task we've taken gets more difficult every day. My lord, I must ask a favor of you. Our mission. We cannot hope to accomplish it without help.
What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting we recruit more Jedi to our side. Yes, I know. There are Jedi who would help us. Who would see that a strong, rational empire is the only path to peace.
Clearly, you have a particular Jedi in mind.
Master Simon Walls is known by many as a wise, open-minded Jedi. He brought the Sith Lord Karis Vale to the light and oversaw his initiation into the Jedi. He has retired in seclusion to Alderaan for personal study and meditation, but young Jedi still make pilgrimages to him. I would like to make a pilgrimage, and if possible, get his support.
How do I know you aren't plotting against me?
I wouldn't plot against you. I believe in our mission. I think Simon will support us. I'll return quickly, I promise. I can't believe him! I'm not a Jedi. He says I'm not a Jedi?
Who are you talking about?
Master Simon! I came to him for help, and he turned me away. It's not fair. I was the best Padawan Masters Ryan and Osera ever trained. I am a Jedi.
Why do you cling to the Jedi Order? They will never accept you for who you are.
I don't care. I'm a Jedi. I've never been anything else. The return of the Sith in this war has changed things. Sometimes compromise is necessary. Yes, I don't care what Master Simon said. Thank you, my lord, for helping me talk through this. If you hadn't become Sith, what did you want to be?
I always wanted to be a starship captain.
I guess you got part of what you wanted. This is a pretty nice ship. I've been thinking about this lately. I was trained to be a Jedi practically from birth. I wonder if it was the right thing. I never really got the chance to choose.
You can do whatever you want now.
I guess I'm still trying to figure out what I want. My lord, I know I'm not officially your apprentice, but I wanted to thank you. I know we've not always seen eye to eye, but I've learned so much from you and your example. You may not always follow the light, but you are good.
A Sith gets a reputation for being good. She loses all respect.
Don't worry. I can keep a secret. I feel more at one with the Force than I've ever felt. I have peace like the Jedi speak of, and freedom like the Sith. So, thank you. My lord, I'm glad you're here. I wanted to read you this letter I received. I've been writing to my parents. I haven't seen them since I was little. Dear Ashara, we're glad to hear you're happy and well. We're very proud that you've become a Jedi. Ashara is nearly 16 and plans to join Republic Special Forces. Love, Mom and Dad. I haven't gotten around to telling them that I'm working with a Sith. I'm not sure they'd understand.
You really ought to tell them.
You think so? We only just started writing, and it's been 15 years since I last saw them. I guess you're right. I've been thinking more about what Master Simon said, and I think he was wrong.
He said you weren't a Jedi. It's only natural you disagree.
Not about me being a Jedi. Well, I mean, of course I'm a Jedi. I don't need a master to certify that. He believed we were wrong and that you were leading me astray, but he did nothing.
Of course he didn't. He was weak. He knew he couldn't do anything.
That's exactly what I mean. The Jedi's refusal to do what's necessary to fight. It makes them weak. The Jedi will never beat the Empire if they won't take the offensive, and they'll never win peace either if the Empire can't respect them. Peace is a noble goal, but it's not a means to an end.
You are becoming a very good little Sith.
I am not Sith, but I'm not sure I'm Jedi anymore. A war rages and Master Simon meditates in his clearing. Personal peace is one thing, but apathy, inaction, these things are unacceptable. I have a question for you, but you must promise not to mock me.
Go ahead. Ask.
I've never actually played Sabacc, or Pazak, or any of those kinds of games. I was wondering if you'd teach me.
I've never played any of those games myself.
Well, I guess I don't feel so bad then. My lord, I have incredible news. A group of Jedi have split from the Jedi Order. This is the perfect opportunity for us to win allies.
Divide and conquer. I like it.
Yes, I guess you could put it that way. Now, these guys aren't like Master Simon, but I think that actually gives us a chance. They're hardliners, very anti-Sith, but their argument with the Jedi is over methods, not aims. Unlike Master Simon, they say they are willing to do whatever is necessary.
I'm still not keen on the idea of begging for support from people who want me dead.
The main Jedi Council will never deal with a Sith unless he turns to the light. A splinter group is exactly what we need. I'm going to meet with them. I promise I won't be long. My lord, thank you. We have new allies in the Rogue Jedi, but I couldn't have done it without your training.
What did they say?
They were skeptical at first. Like Master Simon, they would not accept me as a Jedi. But this time I knew what to say. You helped me understand. Sith and Jedi is an arbitrary divide. I don't know what I am, and I don't care. I told them the Jedi need to be willing to do whatever it takes, even ally with a Sith to bring peace to the galaxy.
You've learned a lot, apprentice.
Not all the Jedi were won over, of course. Their leader, Master Quintus, said that he would be unwise to turn his back on such conviction and determination. Thank you for letting me meet with them, my lord.
Greetings, Master. I cleaned the vessel from stem to stern in your absence. You can smell the difference.
Do you ever think maybe we're on the wrong side, doing the wrong thing?
Morality is how the weak constrain the strong. I am true to myself.
I think I would have hated you for saying that when we first met, but I can see how the Jedi use rules to keep people from their potential. Being strong isn't evil. It's how you use that strength that matters. I've been thinking about the future lately. About us, and about the Empire. It's clear the Empire won't change overnight. I've accepted that. But what about when we're dead?
I have many followers. They will carry on my legacy.
If you would allow it, I would be honored to pass on your legacy to your followers and your children, and to teach them what I know of the Jedi as well.
I can't think of anyone I'd rather have guarding my legacy.
Even if we can't change the Empire now, the next generations will learn from your teachings and follow them.